Time magazine has named President Obama as the Person of the Year. This was unveiled yesterday by managing editor Richard Stengel. He said it was remarkable that the president won 2 terms with over 50% of the popular vote as a Democrat. He said President Obama took office in an economic crisis, credited him as creating a new political alignment like Ronald Reagan did 40 years ago. Now, I know conservatives are going to scream liberal bias here, as you always do, but George W. Bush was Time's Person of the Year in 2000 and in 2004. He was arguably one of the worst presidents in history. But don't worry, according to Karl Rove, it should have been Mitt Romney on the front page of Time magazine. I mean, after all, he is a guy in Ohio who has a very different view about what's going on with those votes, Lewis.
Right. I don't know if I agree with Obama being Time Person of the Year.
I don't know if I agree either. And this may not be a popular opinion, but I'm just not sure that world leaders should ever be Person of the Year.
It's a
right?
cop-out.
It's their job to take care of their citizenry. Some do it, some don't. And I actually think that the honor for this should be held by, I hesitate to use the word normal people. It should be held by people that are doing great things without the platform of running a country. Maybe it's a teacher, a doctor, a scientist, an inventor. I think more broadly, that's my view. What do you think on that, Natan?
I don't know. I don't really care who's the Time Person of the Year, and I don't know how to judge how they should judge it.
That's the thing. Assuming I cared, I would think of that.
Exactly. In terms of whether politicians should be excluded from it because they're in charge of doing what they're then being credited as doing, I don't know. I mean, who else are you going to give it to? I mean, there's a Nobel Prize. They give awards out. Are you going to give it to the same people?
Yeah, Obama got the Peace Prize and then sent 30,000 troops to Afghanistan, so I don't know that that's really the one to rely on either.
Right. So do you think this is an expectation of what he's going to do in the same way that the Nobel Peace Prize was sort of an expectation?
If it is, I don't think I agree with that idea.
Excellent.
Lewis?
Yeah, I don't agree.
You just don't think it should be President Obama? Who would it be in your mind? Who in a perfect world?
A person who is in a position like the president is always under heat. There's always criticism. There's people on both sides of the issue. It's a polarizing character always.
Right.
And I mean, it's just it's lazy to name him Person of the Year.
You're saying they could have found someone else. They could have found someone that did something.
Also, I just don't understand the logic. The fact that he won a second term with over 50% of the vote. Credit the 50% who voted for him, not him. I mean, how is he getting all the credit?
That's true. Here's who I would say is the Person of the Year. The changing and evolving American electorate that voted for marriage equality, that voted in a record number of women, that voted in minorities. Maybe it's the youth vote or the new progressive vote that should be the Person of the Year. I don't know. That's just an idea.
Maybe it should be me.
Maybe it should be Producer Lewis. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Listen, it's almost the end of 2012, and we have the final membership special of the year. If you've been watching the show, freeloading, like those people that Mitt Romney says are just taking stuff. Wow, remember that whole thing? It's almost like funny to think that happened now.
Ridiculous.
In any case, if you've been thinking of supporting the show, this is a great time to do it. You go to davidpakman.com/holidays. You get a 1-year membership and a David Pakman Show hoodie of your choice together at a great discount. It's only going for a few more days through the end of the year here. And our end of the year is closing in here, Lewis. We just have a few shows left.
Right.
davidpakman.com/holidays. You'll get the bonus show as a member. Today, we will talk about a woman controlling a robotic arm with her brain. We'll talk about the U.S.'s most health-conscious cities. We'll talk about Ireland legalizing abortions. And it's all hosted by producer Louis Motamedi. So please sign up, davidpakman.com/holidays. We'll take a break and be back after this. So much more. Stay tuned.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.